Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto News. I'm your host, Crypto Chester. Today we're talking Pump.fun. Massive update here. They've had a massive lawsuit against them. Stuff is really going on, so we're going to be dissecting this from a fundamental perspective and then looking at the chart to see how we can make some money trading this asset. So let's start off with an update in the last month. It's actually up 31%, doing very well with an initial big pump after obviously following the Bitcoin crash. Now the last 7 days have been quite interesting. 29% to the upside with a very sustained market structure uptrend that is looking very strong indeed. And the last day, hovering around that 2%. Can't complain. Probably due a bit of a pullback after these explosive moves to the upside. So we can keep that in our back pocket for later. In terms of the news of what's happening with Pump.fun, I will go into that very shortly. But I do want to talk to you guys about a token that's about to launch here in 3 hours time, okay? The copycat token to SPX 6900, okay? These tend to usually do quite well, and it has raised $3.3 million, so it's very likely that this thing could potentially explode. 10 to 100x is what I'm really looking at. That's one thing that I'm looking at there for a nice little launch today. And the next thing is actually Maxi Doji. Now, Maxi Doji is a new meme coin that's had a lot of effort put into it, and it's basically a completely degen Doge that likes trading 1000x. They've raised $1.7 million, looking really strong in terms of a project. They're basically having a price increase in like 2 days or so. Definitely one to look out for there, guys. Interactive site. Overall, branding's good, marketing's good, brand identity's really on point. So I do think this has got massive potential compared to all the other crappy noise in the space, right? And they've raised $1.7 million. They're featured in some very big, reputable news articles across the board, and I'm seeing a lot of KOLs really jump on this and really start to push this asset, okay? And that's before launch. Wait till this thing launches. We're likely to see this thing go absolutely galactic, okay? That is gonna be it from Maxi Doge. Let's go straight back to Pump.fun news, because that's why you're here. Let's talk about it. If you guys do wanna go check out those two tokens though, all the links are in the description. Now, Pump.fun allocates revenue for substantial pump token buyback. That is super interesting here because they're basically saying they're going to be buying back their token off the open market at this specific price, okay? Which technically does mean that they're accumulating supply, okay? Accumulating supply has got the effect of basically a scarcity in the live tokens on the market. Now, what that essentially means, guys, it means it can actually have an influence on the price going up, okay? Because the less tokens that are on the open market for public like me and you to buy, the higher the demand, okay? The higher the demand is higher the price, okay? Simple as that. That's how it all works. So that's probably why we are seeing explosive 30% moves in the last 7 days to a month here. And yeah, it's looking pretty goddamn good if you ask me. Now there is a class action lawsuit against Pump.fun right now, which is very interesting here because you can see Pump.fun, the Solana based meme coin launchpad, has repurchased more than $62 million worth of its native Pump token, okay, in a bid to reduce selling pressure and stabilize its market, okay. Data from June analytics show the buyback program has absorbed over 16.5 billion tokens at an average price of 3,785, okay, which is very interesting stuff there because basically it shows they're trying to prop up their own token, okay, which is technically quite a bullish thing for Pump.fun to be doing here, taking that many tokens off the market there. What do you read? Was it 16? Absorbed over 16.5 billion tokens, okay? And you can see their max supply is 1 trillion there, and the circulating supply is only 354 billion. So they're taking a big chunk of that off the open market, which will have an effect on the price going up. Now into the chart, let's see how we can make some money trading this asset, because you can see on the hourly, it's just been doing really well. Just going up quite aggressively here without any sort of correction. We do have a higher low market structure point, and that is basically this area right here at 3247. Now the reason why this has been set is because you can see we've come up, we've broke previous highs here, we're seeing a new higher high get created, we've pulled back substantially, and then guess what? We broke this high again, confirming this low as a higher low, a valid higher low point in the current market structure, in the current trend. Now, what does that mean for this trend? basically, as long as we're above 3247, we are bullish. Okay, as long as we're above this area, we are still in an uptrend. We're still bullish. All right, so we could pull back here. I mean, it's quite likely we do pull back here if we're looking at trend lines and just general statistics of just the general price movement. You can see here resistance from this trend line, resistance, 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 especially when we lose it to the downside. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Break it to the upside. We've lost it again. We might see a bit of a pullback here. Roughly down to maybe this sort of level 3560, which again, it's not too horrific. It's a 6.35% move, and that is a valid correction here in comparison to that 30% move that we did see over the last sort of 7 days or so, right? So that would be the trade, guys. And just remember, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges, they do tend to usually break down, guys. So if we do see aggressive price action to the downside here for Bitcoin, for altcoins, then this would be the move right the way back down for Pump.fun here. Okay, it would look something along the lines of this, and that would be worth roughly around a 6.8, well, around a 7% move. Now, if we are shorting from where we currently are now, that does leave a price on the table for a move of roughly around 12.85%, which is quite substantial here for Pump.fun. But even if we do dump down 12%, guys, we still will be in that bullish uptrend. Okay, so let me know what you think of that in the comment section, guys. Super intrigued to know your opinion. If you're looking for that nice next 100x launch that we're all going for here, it is this launching in 3 hours. Token 6900 looking really, really bullish there. And also Maxi Doji is looking very, very strong as well from an investment standpoint here. $1.7 million raised so far. Great meme coin. Definitely something that I think has got huge potential here, okay? Now, I'll leave the link in the description to all of them. You guys go check them out, do your own research, all that good stuff. Thank you ever so much for watching. Leave a like on your way out. Peace for now, and I'll see you in the next one.